Michel Barnier is set to make a crucial Brexit announcement tomorrow after weeks of intensified trade talks with Britain. The Brussels diplomat is expected to update European capitals and senior members of the EU Parliament on the progress from the wrangling over a free trade agreement. He has been locked in negotiations with UK counterpart Lord Frost since the process was resumed by Downing Street 10 days ago. The pair could then head back to London on Thursday in a bid to clinch an agreement ahead of the mid-November deadline. Both sides are said to still be working on overcoming the key sticking points: access to Britain's fishing waters, future common standards and policing the final deal. A European Commission spokesman said, "Negotiations are continuing this week in Brussels. They're very intensive negotiations working towards an agreement. There's a lot of work still to be done. Negotiations are ongoing on all topics, on all fronts. We're not there yet. A lot more work remains to be done." UK and EU officials have been working on a joint legal text to put pen to paper on the Brexit deal. The move is said to have unlocked progress on a number of areas, even including fisheries, where the two sides have struggled to make a breakthrough. And Ursula von der Leyen, the EU Commission's president, has recently praised the developments in the talks. Mr. Barnier finally said he would water down the EU's demand to maintain control of our seas in a bid to clinch a trade deal in the coming days. The EU's chief negotiator is understood to have made the concession last weekend as both sides held intensive talks to break the deadlock. In a desperate bid to prevent negotiations from collapsing, Mr. Barnier said he was ready to let the exact numbers of fish both sides can land be decided after the Brexit deal is struck. Meanwhile, Boris Johnson has defied EU demands to back down over his plans to rip up the Brexit deal if trade talks collapse. The Prime Minister snubbed the one-month deadline set by Brussels for the UK to respond after it threatened to sue over the legislation. Bureaucrats said they are considering escalating their legal action after the snub. Mr. Johnson's spokesman said, "From our point of view, I would say we are committed to working through the joint committee process to find a satisfactory outcome for both sides. That is our overriding priority." The Commission cited is considering a reasoned opinion, a 2-month ultimatum to comply with EU rules before further action is taken. A spokesman said, "The EU is fully committed to the full, timely and effective implementation of the withdrawal agreement within the remaining time available."